they'll never see us.
Are you upside down?
You're an artist, Captain.
This unit expresses...
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
If you would like to board a vessel, please have your emergency departure papers ready.
Come here. Let's have a chat.
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without...
Did I stutter?
Want to run that by... Feisty one. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd all... Everyday salvagers and scrap... The ones who come back. They aren't always the same. First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then, after that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing... Just... Something bad happened here. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. Watch yourself.
Been an age since I had a good Tripicale. Got it on tap.
This place smells of misery and despair. Reminds me of Edgewater.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Break it up, you two. I've heard more than a...
That was my salvage. A disagreement.
I risked my life sneaking around marauders to claim...
Now you...
All right, that's enough! This is a family...
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of... Hey, didn't I...
Ah, it's the same fight every day. 5 years... Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack...
Here, here.
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle...
Ah, it's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't... You do that... I appreciate it all the same. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in... So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck. I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh. I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest...
I don't know about legal bite standards, assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we can't...
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't break...
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming. So I snuck around and added my tag. Clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the Marauders come...
Quit leading the prosecution. Anyway, I drew next in the dirt. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. But that...
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't... You've heard it from them both.
That ain't...
She ain't even from...
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Come and chat if you're...
Smooth talking, Cap.
Very diplomatic, Captain. Though fighting would be preferable to another conversation such as that.
Sorry about... They like to blow off steam during work hours, but... Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one... Bottoms up. I assume you're here... Even if I did, most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over... Vicious cycle. Lucky. Sure, I knew him. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation. The way he talked about the job, you just knew Lucky had hit pay dirt. Not that I... awful shame about what happened. You really want to hear my story? Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll. Get this, the canid was chewing. Anyway, the arm was clutching. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a No kidding. And now you're here? I'm glad I was here to see this, confluence of events, you know? The stars... I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go... 3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Don't forget to close...
Great work.
Did you bring food?
The repurposed aesthetic reminds me of Fallbrook.
Jerome would love this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? You've got the look of someone who's traveled far. Not me. I'm right back where I started, and the end is almost in sight. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins. Looking for something. It is to me. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned... No work. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed... Broke. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract. I appreciate it, Straight. I don't have much, but if... Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed.
That last drink you ordered had a punch to it.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding? Holy shit, don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a... She'd tell you I was a journalist. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of... Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board. And the rest, writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real... When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice were... Listen, I hate asking for handouts. If you're going back out there...
100% of my job...
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but... Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all, but when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said. Right on the... Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But he helped me get my recordings. No shit? All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her... You'll find another. It's in the... The final one is in human... It's tucked behind a pipe and... Strength to your sword arm, friend.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse. Supplies...
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
If I'm not mistaken, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, That eye might be the key Lucky mentioned. What strangeness have we involved ourselves in here?
Someone's in here! Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
So...
What's on your mind? If you're
Hopefully, following in Lucky's footsteps doesn't result in us sharing his fate.
Whatever's out here, it better be worth carrying around a man's eyeball. This place is starting to remind me of home.
This place is...
Look out! That's one down!
Where were we? This place is steeped in desolation and despair. A natural habitat of marauders.
Ugh. Now it really feels like home.
This is my second month on Adrenatime. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Spacer's Choice wouldn't abandon such an expansive and expensive operation without good reason. Or in their case, a really bad one.
I see Monarch ain't the only pet project the board's willing to abandon.
You're hurt! Here we go!
Initiating. Measurement complete. Access granted. Welcome.
If we've learned anything in our travels, it's that the fancier the facade, the darker the underbelly. Spacer's Choice is unreasonably proud of their low-quality fare, aren't they?
Keen skills? Spacer's Choice security folks can't hit the broadside of a mannequin.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Captain? Be ready for anything.
This looks exceedingly painful.
Anders can... What's up?
I wonder what corporate drivel they shoveled in here.
About the test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do?
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent? Oh, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
We are victorious.
You could fit whole families in here.
I knew I heard a little beat. You'd best go back the way. Call me the... This place is a graveyard. Gorgon, is the birthplace of Marauders. We created them.
This whole colony is a result of those two things. But Marauders?
Marauders were...
They hold no fondness for trespassers. Let the Marauders die in peace.
At least no...
On the list of reasons this colony...
System alert. Performing an area.
Here they come. Everyone all right?
I've seen firsthand what the corporations are capable of, and we're about to dig up their past.
Let's just...
An old comms tower, huh? It's like I'm back at Hiram's place, running errands.
This all promises, at the very least, to be interesting. In a macabre sort of way.
Birthplace of Marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Love a good fight. Where were we? Birthplace of Marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Now we're in it. Come hell or high water, we've got to see this through.
Is that a fossilized giant pterosaur? Magnificent.
And I say you're wrong.
Move along, I say. We're conducting business.
I'm telling you, this isn't...
This is the spot! Now keep your eyes peeled. The... Llama? What was...
It's a llama we're after.
Llama...
They aren't the same...
Enough! We're on the hunt for a package. It's supposed to be at the foot of this handsome-looking... Llama? That won't be...
Could have...
First mate, this is a llama, and...
Hey, here... Not to mention his... If you backtrack and take the right-hand fork, I could have sworn I saw the rock there already. Bing! He won't even let us turn around because he's dug his heel. We're not getting off Gorgon without that package. If you can... Don't let me...
This ain't right. These folks never had a chance.
Watch out!
Here we go! This is bad!
So, Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Well, this is a bit over the top, don't you think?
It's almost like they're trying to send a message, don't you think?
When does a man become Marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the Aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people, with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a Marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's Choice? We call them Marauders, like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed.
I envy whoever had this post. Gazing at the stars through a telescope is quite a peaceful endeavor.
Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
Any luck tracking down that llama? That's it!
See here now?
We got the package. And guess... What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a
Llama.
I don't know...
I'll start.
I suppose she's right.
First mate, let's say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've... Be seeing you...
Llama.
Hell of a job.
Everyone all right?
Good thing none of us have a fear of heights, right? None of us? this is not the most conducive site for research.
This unit is please. Feeling a little rough around the edges? Have a better. This unit, please. Error. Tilt alarm engage. Please do not. This unit, please. Have a.
You find anything? That's it, all right. Here. I saved up for this, just... You didn't happen to find... A marauder! Don't tell me that's the end of it. Do you... I see. Jerome got me out of Gorgon. I can...
That was good of you, Cap.
It was a harsh truth, Captain.
I've eaten my fair share of Terrawise, but I'm still gonna come out and say it. This mission is gross.
Well, let's just hope we're luckier than Lucky was.
The Gorgon facility is currently experiencing...
Captain, transmission request from Andros Man.
Captain, imagine my... Tell me you found Mother's journal. Someone? You mean someone still has... Of course. They know you're on the case, and make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. And if I know Spacer's Choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than... I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon. By now, they'll have moved on with their... I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trial. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. What? No. I mean, there's some very... That's it. That must be it. We have to find Mother's journal. Safe travels. Ta!
Can we talk? Remember that you are not insured.
since we're in Byzantium, I haven't actually talked. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. I'm just suggesting. See? Yeah. Great. And if you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with... Oh, and... just know that I've got plenty... Anything else?
You're an artist, Captain.
Why can't something exciting happen around here?
Anti-Prius ketchup. Organic.
Hey,
vegan,
you.
handmade,
Yeah, you.
gluten-free.
Want to be famous? Kid, you got... Tell you what. Listen. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take good care of you. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Ah, the favored mindless entertainment of the unwashed masses.
Hey, thousands of viewers and millions of bits can't be wrong. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star, and I think you got the chops.
Well, I have been told I have a face made for an aetherwave drama.
And pipes to match. maybe we can get you reading some of our ad segments. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific!
Feeling a little off balance? You need a little...
According to local legend, if you walk around the aura 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Some would say this is as close to godhood we can achieve until we unlock the final secrets of the plan. Me? I'm not so sure. I'll keep quiet.
You gotta teach me that.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our project...
This is where those who fancy themselves the best and brightest of our society live. Trespassing here is a true honor.
Promotions abound. Thanks to you, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
You must be joking.
Coming months...
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating?
How splendid. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, and here... Admittedly.
Now, honestly, what is the board thinking letting... What's wrong? It erodes the very... This city is meant for us. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this the worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest to most By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. Oh, by the it's not right. I deserve to see any... You know, you look like you've been shot.
Oh,
Yes. What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Well, it doesn't matter. Fantastic. These...
This property is off. This ultimate...
Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress. If you're... This greeting Oh, that's... Now then... Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his cane. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the...
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Is this about Canaan hunting?
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know, being the master of ceremonies.
Do you know the interesting thing about Canid shows? Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing, winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable... In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials... What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. I'm afraid I don't really... Yes, that's us. Mostly Oak Tree. Well, no, he didn't invent Mostly Oaks, but he did purchase the naming right. Oh, it's true. I was involved. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me. I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. Right, of course. I want a favor from you. Do something for me. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. What, really? You'll do. Head into the maintenance. Oh, you're...
It's not Canaan hunting I object to.
Or a deft hand with a mag pick.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Nicely done.
You know, stealing from these assholes is its own reward.
Come now, Anubis, you must...
I don't know how I feel about domesticating Canids. The
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just grotesque. All those superfluous letters? Ruin my appetite. My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly. Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the... I see you're familiar with my technique. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actual... I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. Nonsense. I just... As far... If you want to... I know it feels like you're being led on. Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Try to... You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. No need to sound so...
I've got a lot on my mind right now. Our trophy's gone.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
There's my parents' place.
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws, we certainly... And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage Speaking of surprises, you There you go again. Anyway, you're probably wondering... The last few years have been a bloody haze, right?
Marilyn,
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at... Just... You had the floors redone with
that's what we've been trying to tell you, dear.
We thought... I'm not dead.
I'm afraid the...
We only did what any grieving... We collected on your life.
And the payouts have been rather...
You... Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts. And you'll report it to the insurance company?
It's not that simple. For one...
That's...
We had to explain...
We couldn't very well tell people...
We concocted a story about Celeste Jean...
What?
That led to your tragic death.
It was quite the story. Not until I got... Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or rap... And what are you gonna...
Yes,
Quiet. She hasn't... That's it? Let's just get at...
Can we talk?
Can you... We'd hardly been... I wanted them to get... They'd both be sitting there watching... Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the... Shh. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. Yeah. Father would throw... Then Mother would do the old... I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in. Hey, the last thing I want... Wait a sec. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole benefit. I'll make money without doing a My policy is with the... Maybe you could use some of your people. If that doesn't work, I'm...
So, Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery. And you say that every...
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Ooh,
down there, the new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters. But what would they do?
That's the last of them.
Finally.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive... Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process.
Great work.
That one's done for.
That's the last of them. You gotta teach me that.
Impressive, as always.
I never could have handled the desk job. They're on us.
Here I come!
No! Please don't!
I never could have handled the desk job.
Quietly now.
Oh, there. That's what... I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well... What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can... Brilliant! To take the most burdensome members of our society. Why, I had no... And how else would I react? But regardless of your ignorance, I promised you a... No. You're... In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've... I earned my place. Chief, well, it was... You're welcome. Now do...
Max, you're always going on about destiny. What did your mother do?
If you must know, my late mother was a laborer, Dr. Finhill.
And your father?
The same.
And you ended up a preacher how?
The universe works in mysterious ways. Where there is a deficit, it seeks to provide an abundance. Say a church is attacked by marauders and sustains casualties. The replacement clergy must arise from somewhere.
Down there.
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you. Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
How would you know?
Do you mind? Shh. The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board... Yeah. I should warn you, it won't be easy. He's... Afraid not. Whoa, I'm not one of your... Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's house. That place is still open? Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. Just remember...